Marty, I see one more person I have to point out and give great thanks to. If it weren't for you all wonder why are we always involved in these cockamamie issues and struggles and fundraisers and protests. And we're very clear that we wouldn't be here, this neighborhood wouldn't be here, if there hadn't been a legendary battle years ago where the people of the community stood up and fought for their rights against City Hall. At that time they saved a firehouse, we couldn't do it years later, but that battle built a community organization that transformed the neighborhood from an abandoning neighborhood to a growing neighborhood. And the son of the leader of that battle, Adam Vineski, is here.
Yeah, right.
And on behalf of us, Adam, is thanked. Pass it on. He's here to thank you. So I'd like to introduce our great borough president, wish he was running for mayor, Marty.
Yes.
Thank you, Felicia, very, very much. Felicia, when she invited me, sent me an email. She said, I know that maybe you regularly go to tests, but humble Teddy's right here in Brooklyn, and I read that, and I said, my God, I've never been to that restaurant in my life. And earlier tonight, I was at the Time Warner Center, I guess, in Columbus Avenue, and I walk around there, and I have to tell you, Felicia, I'm so Brooklyn. I feel like a tourist in Manhattan, I have to tell you. I do, I feel like a tourist, and I can't wait to come back, because this is home, and Teddy's represents exactly what Brooklyn is all about. And that means it's family and friends, down to earth. What's in your mind comes out of your mouth. Nothing is held back. No false airs. That's a joke. That's what defines Brooklyn, USA. Now, I gotta tell you, Steve Hindley brought back Brooklyn beer when he started this. Let me tell you, all the beer breweries here in this borough left. There was a time that Brooklyn was, Milwaukee and Brooklyn were the centers of brewing. And they all left, they all fled, or they went bankrupt. But suddenly this guy, who's not born in Brooklyn, suddenly he believes that Brooklyn is the place for him. And he takes his life, rolls the dice. It's not as if someone gave him $1 billion and said, play with it. Rolled the dice, and he said, here is where I'm going to make my life. And by God, Steve, in so many ways, you kickstarted this whole renaissance that we're experiencing. We forget very quickly the challenges that we had here. But the truth is that you and your former partner, Tom, and others that are part of your organization have truly made Brooklyn the envy of America. And your beer, when I see it sold in Japan, across America, and they walk up and they say, give me a Brooklyn. What do you say it's that? How sweet, man. Steve had me talk to a bunch of distributors from all over America, huh? And they think I got a Brooklyn accent. I don't get it. They're the ones that sound weird. But anyway, I hope they're selling more beer, that's all I can say. Now, Teddy's 125 years of age. Had I been here for the opening, Felicia, I would have been Mayor Marty Markowitz, not Borough President. Because we were a city, not a borough. But now we're not a city, we're not a borough, we're a republic. And the truth is that Teddy's has seen over the years all the changes in this borough. But ladies and gentlemen, look at what's going on in Williamsburg, I gotta tell you. And Williamsburg is just one small part of what's occurring in this borough. And now, finally, as Norman and Elaine can tell you, the Brooklyn Dodgers, they belong in Los Angeles. They're their team. Who gives a damn? Forget about it. Because now we're back in the major leagues. Starting just a few days from now, when the Brooklyn Nets defeat and mop up the floor with the Manhattan Knicks, Brooklyn is in a whole new level. So, Felicia, you'll excuse me, but just saying to your patrons that if anyone here supports the Manhattan Knicks as of November 1st, it is treasonous. Now let's talk about Teddy's Bar and Grill. Thank you all. You represent the quintessential Brooklyn business, you really do. You care about the neighborhood, and you recognize that the better the neighborhood does, the better you do. And you really, I mean, you've taken such a leadership role in this borough. One of the best things that happened to me when I became borough president, I met you. Because I didn't serve this neighborhood like Joe Lento. He's lucky, he understands that. He always says that Brooklyn begins in Williamsburg, and I have to say that in every neighborhood I go to. But I have to tell you that there's no question that you've been dramatic change here for the positive in our borough, and you're still fighting the good fight. And that means something, because you know it's more than business, it's life. That's what it is. L'chaim to life. And so, Felicia, to you and your family, let me wish you all, if I may, come on up here, and let me have your let's get this picture. Kirby Lee, please join me. And Joe Lento, please don't be shy. I know you're not. Joe. Oh, Mary, of course. Mary, oh, my goodness, we go back. Well, I go back with her 100 years. She goes back to 2 years.
Here we go, Joe.
I'll tell you, when I walk the streets here in Williamsburg, people stare at me, Joe, because I only have one color hair, no piercing, no that. As long as we got it. Anyway, so may I, all those Brooklynites of blessed memory that were customers here, all of the previous owners of Teddy's that really helped establish this great restaurant and bar. And for all those that are with us today, 2.6 million Brooklynites declared this day Teddy's Bar and Grill 125th anniversary celebration day in the Republic of Brooklyn, USA. Congratulations. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm used to being short. It's okay.
All right, thank you.
I want to get a picture. You want to send me a picture? Somebody got
Oh, you guys.
Police, what a
Long live Teddy's! Whoa!
There it is. For me. He shows up next.